This is Kirktonhall Glen, near West Kilbride in North Ayrshire. This area is particularly good for ferns and for fern relatives, such as this field horsetail, otherwise known in Scotland as mare's tail. Seem to be about 3 to 4 species here. This one is the male shield fern, so called because behind the leaves are circular structures that contain the spores that look rather like shields. Also a very robust plant. There's also a lady shield fern, or lady fern, which looks similar but much more delicate. This is the golden fern, the golden scale fern. Looks similar to the male shield fern, but there's much more gold colour to it. Large numbers of scales called ramenta. Ramenta is the name given to the scales found on the stem. Also here is the broad buckler fern, quite distinct from the previous two species. A sort of channel running up the middle of its main leaf, technically called a frond, and the leaflets, or pinna, are different as well. This bank here has a certain amount of gorse, ash trees, willow. At the moment, the ferns are predominating. The way that the ferns unfold their leaves or fronds gives this typical bishop's crook type structure. It's called a circinate frond. Circinate describing that bishop's crook coiled shape as they develop. These are also ferns. This is the bracken, Pteridinium aquilinium, by far the most invasive of the fern species, a cause of great problems to farmers on moorland. Very few things will eat the bracken fern. It has underground runners, so it's quite well protected from the likes of fire. If the young developing fronds are eaten, they can be carcinogenic to animals, can cause cancer. In the distance is the pink variety of pink purslane. In Ayrshire, it's often white.